Assalamu alaikum. This is Mr. Wa'il Abdurrahman. Welcome to my first video in my new channel. Today we have some tips and tricks concerning the use of who, which, whose, whom, and that, which are so common in the SAT, EST, and ACT. Let's start with which. Okay, first, number one. Which is used as a relative pronoun for animals in general or things. So first, what is a pronoun? So if which is a pronoun, it means that a pronoun is a word that replaces a noun. So the word that replaces nouns. So like he and she. So can which replace any noun? No. Which replaces only animals and things. Can we put which anywhere in the sentence? No. We just put which next to the word it replaces. بنحطها بعد الكلمة اللي هي replaced. زي Bridget visited the park with her dog, comma دي مهمة قوي. Which likes to chase squirrels. طيب which هنا احنا قلنا it replaces the word. طيب which word? هو بيقول which likes to chase squirrels. طب ايه اللي كان like chase squirrels? I think the answer is the dog. فأنا if I cancelled the dog, which here I would write the dog. Okay, the dog likes to chase squirrels. طب أنا ليه ما كتبتش the dog؟ لأن أنا if I do that we will have two complete ideas connected with a comma, and this is a grammatical mistake called run on. طب ايه الحل؟ Just delete it and put which. طيب يبقى نعرف ايه بقى من ده؟ ان which it replaces things and animals. Where do you put it? Next to the word it replaces. يعني the dog, comma, which. Okay, and after which we usually have a verb. يبقى general rule we have comma which plus verb, and before which animals and things. Just like the sentence next. Jason bought the top hybrid car, comma which will help him save on gas. So what will help him? So again which or comma replaces which word? The car. Thank you so much. Okay, the other use of which, number two. So which is used as an interrogative pronoun to ask questions. This is so easy. So we just use it to ask questions. When I say, which of these cookies do you want? That's a question. Okay, two, who. Again, who. Number one, used as a relative pronoun for people. So we use it for people. It replaces people. Again, the musician who wrote the song is Canadian. So who. If we deleted who, هنحط ايه? Replaced mean تعلمنا بقى the one that comes before it, the musician. So who equals the musician. طيب. After who we have a verb. تاني يبقى before who we have people, after who we have a verb. Remember this. طيب بالنسبة للكوما, طيب don't put a comma before who. تحطش comma before who. Okay. هو ينفع نحط commas؟ ينفع نحط commas, but this is not the part ان انا اشرح فيه essential و non-essential with commas. Inshallah, another video I will explain that. But especially in the EST and the SAT, from my experience, okay, they don't take, okay, el comma before el who. And if I put a comma before who, هضطر احط comma before is هتبقى non-essential. So we usually don't do that. Okay, we usually don't do that. We can do that, but we usually don't do, especially in the EST. وهنشوف لما نيجي نحل مع بعض إن شاء الله. Okay, number two. The second use, we use it to ask questions. Like when I say, who built this shed? So the answer is the subject. It's Tom. Okay, the next one, whom. So whom is used as a relative pronoun, again for people. So what is the difference between whom and who? Again, what is the difference between whom and who? Notice here this example. The witnesses whom I interviewed gave conflicting evidence. خليكم فاكرين ان احنا after who we had the verb. After who we had the verb. Remember this. We have who plus the verb. طيب whom بيقول ايه? The witnesses whom I interviewed gave conflicting evidence. طيب I, is that a verb? No. so it's a pronoun. يبقى we know that after whom we can have pronouns and we can have nouns. That's a rule. So remember that the difference is after who we have a verb, after whom we have a noun or a pronoun. طب before الاثنين we have people. People. Okay. طيب. The other use of who? Of whom? You whom is used to ask questions. خلاص. Whom did you give the key to? سهلة دي. طيب. Whose? طيب. بيقول إيه؟ It is used for possession. يعني إيه possession؟ ملكية. Whose can be used for people, animals, or things. طب. Read this example. The man whose daughter won the tournament is a tennis coach. طيب. أدي whose. طيب. Notice the word after whose and the word before whose. You can see that the word after whose belongs to the word after whose. It belongs to the man, so it's actually his daughter. Whose هنا تيجي بمعنى his daughter. As a general rule, after whose we have a noun that belongs to the noun before whose. So we have a noun, and this noun belongs to the noun that comes before whose. Like these examples, يلا نقراهم. A dog whose owner lets it run loose may cause an accident. So the owner of the dog, the trees or the tree whose branches shade my kitchen window is an oak. So again, the branches of the tree. So two nouns again. Okay, the last one. The last use of who, which is again for asking question. It's used for questions. Like when I say, whose book is this? Okay. The last one, that. When do we use that? Okay. It's a tricky one, so please take care. So we use that for people, animals, and things. So actually that equal comma, which it is the same as comma which. Just remember that. The only difference is that comma which, this is a non-essential. It's a bonus information, extra information, معلومة زايدة, ولكن that معلومة مهمة. Who decides that? Writer هو بيكتب. This part is important, حط that. This part is also important, حط comma which. Actually they are the same. Equal مين تاني? Equal who. Okay, طيب. بنحط comma يا مستر مع that? No, we don't put comma مع that. Except هناخد الكيسز اللي هي بتاعت exception. When do we put a comma after that? When do we put a comma before that? Okay, طيب شوف كده example. So as a general rule, so that we have living and non-living, and after that we have a verb and no comma. Remember, no comma before that. Okay, except هقول لكم exception. And this is the example. The musician that won the award is Canadian. So the musician that won the award. So no. Who won the award? Again, it is the musician. يبقى the musician is Canadian و the musician won the award. فالmusician ده كان ممكن احط who هنا يا مستر. Yes, you can put who. عادي جدا. تفرقش ما تفرقش. Two key factors that can lead ordinary people, okay, were identified. So actually, two factors that can lead ordinary people were identified. Again, factors. حطينا هنا that. كان ممكن نحط comma which يا مستر. Yes, كنا ممكن نحط comma which. بس لو حطينا comma which خليكم فاكرين comma which we need another comma. فين another comma? At the end of this idea. طب الفكرة خلصت فين؟ اللي هي ايه؟ two factors. خلاص هنشيل that وحط two factors can lead ordinary people. sentence خلصت عند ordinary people. So we put a comma هنا. لو شلنا that دي وحطينا which يبقى comma قبل الwhich وكوما. طيب خليناها زي ما هي يبقى delete the two commas وزي ما هي. Two factors that can lead ordinary people were identified. طيب سؤال بقى التريك هنا بقى. When do we put comma that? When do we put comma that? تعال نشوف كده. نقرا كده الاكزامبل وانتوا هتعرفوا لوحدكم. Let us suppose for example that he is wrong. طب انا عندي هنا we have a comma that. So مين يقول معايا؟ It's a non-essential. مين a non-essential? For example, it can be deleted. So whenever you have a comma before that لازم you have another comma. فين؟ عشان يبقى non-essential ياخد كله يتقفل. So let us suppose على طول that. يبقى suppose that. Let us suppose that he is wrong. Okay? امتى بقى that يجي وراها comma؟ تعال نشوف برضه. It is probable that besides settling on the coast, okay, the family enjoyed it مثلا. Okay, now the family enjoyed it. What do we have here? That وcomma. طب ملاحظين ايه؟ ان في another comma. طب ده معناه ايه؟ ان all that part is a non-essential. يبقى it is probable that كمل بقى ما تقراش non-essential. It is probable that it is probable that that the family مالها enjoyed it. على طول go. It's easy right now. Okay, it is probable that the family enjoyed it and delete the non-essential. Okay, طيب that's it. طب تعالى بقى نشوف في الامتحانات امتحان الاي اس تي. انا عملت لكم تجميعه كده حلوه على يعني most of the questions اللي بالفكره دي. فيلا let's do it بسرعه كده في like 2 minutes let's do it. Okay, بص كده number 6 بيقول ايه؟ A banker who is responsible for a branch of business usually begins his career as a loan officer and acquires skills and experience while progressing through several jobs. طيب المين difference هنا ايه؟ ان A يعني حاول دايما وانت بتحل look vertically يعني look vertically شوف الاختلافات. اوكي who كده nothing before it. who في B nothing before it ولكن حاطط لي هنا comma and usually. في C comma who and عندي هنا and usually. طب a bank هنا مش حاطط اي حاجه خالص وكاتب لي and usually. طب نقراها كده ازاي؟ طب تعال اسالك سؤال لما اقول هنا a bank manager who is responsible for a branch of business begins his career. Think of the answer. اسالك سؤال ظريف قوي. The manager. This is the subject. What is the verb for the manager? فين الفيرب بتاع المانجر؟ حد يقول لي فين الفيرب؟ The verb begins. This is the verb. فactually sentence هنا a bank manager فين بقيتها begins his career as a loan officer and acquires skills and experience while progressing through several jobs. طيب يبقى this is the subject and this is the verb. Just remember when you have a subject and you have a verb, never put a comma between the subject and the verb. You can put 2 commas as a non-essential but never 1 comma. Okay, you can put 1 dash 2 dashes يعني 2 commas or 2 dashes as a non-essential. Okay, so never put 1 comma which means E, which means in a C okay انت حاطط 1 comma before who so it is deleted. طيب مين تاني deleted؟ يعني انا شايف ان A good. اوكي هنا كويس. A bank manager begins. طب في B a bank manager مش هنقرا الجزء بتاع هو هنقرا الفيرب على طول. A bank manager and usually begins. اوكي وبرده هنا في comma 1 comma which is wrong. في نفس الوقت a bank manager and usually احنا محتاج الفيرب بتاع البنك. Where is the verb? So there is no verb. ف eliminated. طب D نفس الفكره a bank manager اوكي ما تقراش الحته بتاعته bank manager روح على اللي بعد اخر اخرها خالص اللي هي بعد business يبقى a bank manager and usually begins. طب فين الفيرب؟ فانا محتاج a bank manager على طول الايه الفيرب. ناخد بالنا من البارت ده حته السبجكت والفيرب والانتربشن اللي ايه between the subject and verb. ساعات يعملها بهو ساعات يعملها بذات ساعات يعملها بwhich ساعات يعملها بالverb plus ing. ناخد بالنا دايما الفيرب before who just try to skip that part before the subject ودور على الفيرب. you'll find it فين؟ هتلاقيه بعد اخر الايه الاندرلاين بتاعه. اوكي طيب في number 2 بيقول هنا ايه things are never the same after a pandemic as they were before said Dr. Liam Fox who او who has. خد بالك انا عايز اقول لك الابوستروفي اس ايكوال حاجتين يا has يا is. اوكي طيب has لو جا وراها verb في البي بي زي ما اقول لك he has gone So his gun ممكن نقولها his gun. Okay, is طبعا ممكن فيها حالات كتير قوي، يعني ممكن يجي noun، ممكن يجي adjective، ممكن يجي verb plus ing، وممكن يجي verb في البي حاجة اسمها الباسيف، يعني the food is eaten مثلا. طيب هو بيقول هنا ايه؟ Dr. Liam Fox who studied these outbreaks for a forthcoming book. طب انا هعمل delete ازاي؟ هبص vertically who is studying who's studied who is studied. طب انا اول حاجه هعمل لها eliminate مين؟ who's. ليه؟ احنا اتفقنا ان after who's we must have a noun. طب studied the verb. who's لازم الnoun اللي بعد who's milk اللي قبل who's. ف it is eliminated. طب في حاجه اسمها is study. شفت انت حاجه زي دي قبل كده؟ is study ممكن اقول is studying، لكن is study اوكي eliminated. يبقى who is studying او who's studied، وهنعتبر ان who's دي اللي هي who has studied. يبقى انا عندي هنا ايه؟ has studied، يبقى this is has studied و is studying. طب ايه الفرق بينهم؟ ان has studied كده دخلنا في التنس، this is tense. is studying قولوا معايا this is what present simple. This is something which is happening right now. He is studying right now. Has studied this is present perfect. هتقول لي يا مستر ايه الفرق؟ اقول لك ان present perfect it's an action that happened in the past and the result of this action or the action itself is in the present. يعني حاجه عملتها في الباست اوكي ولسه مستمريه لغايه دلوقتي، او حاجه عملتها في الباست والنتيجه بتاعتها لسه لغايه دلوقتي. like مثلا انت ايه broke the window مثلا، فانت ما صلحتش الويندو اوكي، فبقول the window has been broken. فين الايفيدنس؟ الجلاس لسه على الفلور دلوقتي، has been broken او has he has broken the window مثلا اوكي. he has broken the window يعني he has broken كسرها في الباست اوكي، والريزلت بتاع ده ايه؟ انه the glass is on the floor اوكي. طيب طبعا هنعمل ايه؟ طب انا عايز اعرف انا present ولا past. بص كده عليك يقول لك ايه؟ things are never the same after a pandemic as they were before said Dr. Liam Fox studied these outbreaks. طب هو بيدرسها دلوقتي ولا هو في الباست؟ يبقى حاجه حصلت في الباست اللي هو هنستخدم هنا الباست اللي هو مين بقى؟ اللي هو البريزنت بيرفكت اللي هو action that happened in the past. هو مش بيدرسها دلوقتي، ما اقدرش اقول هو is studying it right now اوكي. طيب يبقى هنقول ايه الانسر؟ يبقى it's A. اوكي. طيب for number 18 اوكي بقول هنا ايه؟ this is due to in part to the high priority advertisers place on reaching young people who haven't yet established their buying pattern. طب فكروا فيها كده شويه اوكي. طيب لو بصينا again vertically كوما قبل الهو، سيمي كولون قبل الهو، داش قبل الهو، اتفقنا نعمل الفيرتيكال ده. طيب اول حاجه اعمل لها elimination، حاول دايما تحل بالelimination. so it's C. ليه؟ we don't have a semicolon before who. طيب مين تاني؟ B و D. انا عندي هنا الكوما والداش almost the same، وانا قلت لك الهو usually don't put a comma before who. يبقى B and D are eliminated. So actually the answer is A. طيب we still have number 27 okay and 27 9 and 12. طيب I'd like you just to have a look, and I'm gonna leave it like for let's say 10 seconds. Okay, you can try to answer it. Pause the video and try to answer these 3 questions. Okay, وده هيبقى زي homework أو quiz. Next time إن شاء الله I'm gonna say the answers. طيب وبرضو عايزك تعمل إيه؟ أنا I skipped number 1 هنا لو تلاحظ I skipped number 1. فبرضو I'd like you to answer number 21. يبقى the homework or the quiz or whatever, the practice, you're gonna answer number 21 and number 27. Okay, this is number 21. Here it is. Have a look at it. You can pause the video anytime you like. And you have here 27 and 9 and 12. Again, you can pause the video anytime, and please leave your answers in the comments. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video and it was beneficial. مش هفكركم بقى يعني this is a new channel. Please if you would like to يعني like and subscribe, and please don't forget to leave a comment. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.